computer. Hi everyone, Helen has kindly joined me today because I want to show the group a quick way to get someone's emotional state down from a 10. You know, if their emotional level was at a 10 and they were crying, they were distressed, they didn't want to go any further, or you know, the breathing had changed, they were hyperventilating, they were in a state of anxiety, you would want to get that client into a calmer state. So I'm going to show you, do a demonstration with Helen on a method taught in emotional freedom technique level 2. And this can be applied to any single modality if your client is in that kind of state, and you can bring their energy level into a more calm and balanced state. As I'm saying that, it's coming into my head, you know, it's important that if you do experience that as a therapist, that you center yourself as well. And by doing this tapping technique, not only are you helping your client, but you're helping to center your own energy. Your energy won't be as triggered as theirs. But sometimes as a therapist, you can be thinking, oh shit, what do I do next? Oh my God, how am I going to cope with this one? And that's not good, because if you're in that state, then your frequency is resonating at that state, and that can pull the client out of alignment. So it's important to be aligned before your session, which I've taught you all in 5A. You should be grounded anyway, but this will help your energy as well as your client. So Helen, have you got something? We've had a little talk beforehand. You got something that you can think about that would put you into an emotional state?
Yes, I have. At the minute, I'm working through a course with a group of other women, and I am quite a distance behind them, or most of them, and yeah, thinking about getting to where they are from where I am now sends me into a bit of a like, what's going on? So yeah, if I think about that, then I can,
yeah, you can get up there. So
yeah.
So what is that emotion of what is going through your head with that? Just try and tune you into it a bit more. Is it you're far behind and you'll never catch up, or you're not as good because you're not at that stage, or what's going through your head?
I don't know. I can feel it here. It's in the solar plexus coming, and it's proper tight. And it stops me wanting to speak up as well, because it's I think it must be something that I'm not good enough is what's coming through now, because I don't want to speak up so much.
So it's about not being good enough. And I'm just going to go with the chakra system as well, because if it's in your solar plexus, we're talking there about feeling out of control or powerlessness. Would you say it makes you feel some of those as well?
Yeah, because there's stuff that's going on at home I've got no control over as well, and it's sort of like combining the two. It's like the stuff that's going on at home, because I haven't got control of that. It's like it's not giving me the time either to focus on what I need to be doing.
Yeah,
so much so with all the business stuff as well. So it's all interlinked, isn't it?
It is. So what I'm going to do, for you don't need to do this, but I'm just going to show you how to do this, because this is part of EFT level 2 as well. Is just tune into what you're feeling in your stomach. And if you can just notice how wide is that feeling, how tall is that feeling, what kind of sensation is that feeling giving you? Is it heavy, electrical, spiraling, jittery? What would you say that feeling feels like in sensory terms?
It's like that electrical feeling, and it's like a spiraling one. So it's a combination too of the ones you said there.
Yeah, so we've got a spiraling electrical feeling. When you tune into it, does it feel like a shade of dark or light, or are there any shades of colour to it, or do you just get the feeling?
No, it's more just a feeling.
Brilliant. So on a scale of 1 to 10, if 10 is the worst and 1 is the best, what number would you give to this feeling in your stomach?
About an 8 now. It's higher up. It's definitely up here rather than my stomach.
So that's like your diaphragm area.
It's here. So sort of like, yeah, lower rib area. Well, and your chest plate sort of things.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to tap if that's okay. So you said it's an 8. This is what we're going to test on afterwards. So it's an 8. It's a spirally electrical feeling. It's around your diaphragm, under your rib cage.
Yeah. So where my bra comes in.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to tap on the side of your hand. I don't have you ever done? I'm thinking you've done this before, but I don't know if you have.
I've done some tapping. Yeah.
Okay. So here is called your karate chop point. And for everyone watching, what you would do is, this is where you set up what you want to say. So whatever you want to say, I want to talk about this spirally electrical feeling in Helen's stomach, and it's making her feel out of control. I would use the most description when I'm tapping on this point. And before I give the description, I'm going to say even though. And the reason why I say even though before I give the description is because when we say even though at the beginning of a sentence, we take the power out of that emotion. So I'm drowning, even though I'm drowning. Like it takes the power out of the sentence. And then I'll give the description. And then at the end of that, I'll say, I accept that I feel this. Because a lot of our emotion is to do with resisting feeling this way. You don't want to feel out of control. You want to try and get in control and keep up with those ladies. So there's a resistance to accepting this out of control feeling and this behavior of needing to catch up. But then sometimes you're running in circles because maybe it's not the right time. So when we accept how we're feeling, sometimes it just gives us the space to go, okay, maybe I could change something about this. So we always bring in, so it's even though, detail, and then acceptance. And it's usually, the American way in EFT would be, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. But to me, that isn't very British. Some people can say that, but when I'm working with children, children wouldn't say I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So I just say I accept myself, or anything along those lines, like I accept that I'm feeling this. But never do you say I accept this, because that would throw you. If you're like, I hate this person and I accept this, sometimes that can just be the wrong angle to go in, because you can throw someone back into resistance. So it's always, I accept that I feel this, not I accept that horrible person. I accept that I feel this, and I accept me, or I accept how I feel about this on the personal level. Okay, so I'm going to tap here 3 times, and then once I've done that, we're going to move to the points. So I'll guide you through, but basically it's kind of like you're drawing a question mark around your face. So if you had an eyeliner and you drew a question mark, it's from here to here. So under here, down here, and then under your arm there. So it's like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. And here we don't need to repeat all the full phrase. We just do snippets, so like one word from the phrase as a reminder to what we've already set up. Okay, So even though I'm feeling all of these emotions
I'm feeling all of these emotions,
about this spiraling electric ball in my stomach,
this spiraling electric ball in my stomach,
and about this situation in this group,
about this situation in this group,
I accept that I'm feeling this
I accept that I'm feeling this
because I am,
because I am,
and that's okay.
and that's okay.
So even though
I'm
feeling all of these emotions
I'm feeling all of these emotions
about this course,
about this course,
I accept that I am feeling this,
I accept that I am feeling this,
and it's okay to feel this way.
and it's okay to feel this way.
So even though
I'm
feeling all of these emotions
feeling all of these emotions
about this situation, I accept that I am feeling this way,
I accept that I am feeling this way,
and I'm going to accept me.
and I'm going to accept me.
So all of these emotions, whatever they are,
whatever they are,
these are my emotions
these are my emotions,
under your eye, and these emotions are valid.
and these emotions are valid.
These emotions are trying to give me a message,
These emotions are trying to give me a message,
whatever that is.
whatever that is.
All of these emotions,
All of these emotions,
whatever they are valid,
they are valid,
and they do matter.
and they do matter.
And I wonder if I could give them a voice.
And I wonder if I can give them a voice.
All of these emotions.
All of these emotions.
These are my emotions.
These are my emotions.
And they're trying to talk to me.
And they try to talk to me.
I wonder if I could be open to listening.
I wonder if I can be open to listening.
Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. And just let me know once you've breathed out if anything happened then.
Come down.
Do you ready to come down? Sometimes you might have a couple of realizations pop up, but this is quite a general general thing that I'm showing you just to keep tapping around on all of these emotions. So what do you think it's come down to? Is it still an 8?
No, I'll say it's probably about a 6 now.
Okay, and just tune into what you were feeling before and tell me, is that the same, that spirally electrical feeling?
No, it's a lot calmer. There's not as much movement there now. Like I said, it's obviously still there.
Yeah.
But it's as if it's changed its makeup now.
So I'll do one more round. And again, this is just general, so I'll not question you too much, but just to see if we can get it down a little bit more. So even though I'm feeling all of these emotions, it's connected to feeling out of control.
It's connected to feeling out of control.
And I accept that I'm feeling this.
And I accept that I'm feeling this.
Because I am.
Because I am.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
So even though
I'm
feeling all of these emotions,
and I'm
feeling it in my stomach area.
And I'm feeling it in my stomach area.
And it's connected with not feeling in control.
And it's connected with not feeling in control.
I accept that I am feeling this.
I accept that I am feeling this.
And I'm going to love and accept me.
And I'm going to love and accept me.
Anyway. So all of these emotions. Whatever they are. Wherever they come from. These are my emotions. And I can honour them. And listen to them. And that's okay. It's okay to do that. Right. All of these emotions. About that group. These are my emotions. And maybe I can give them a voice. Maybe they need to be heard. And listened to. Because they're valid.
Because they're valid.
They're trying to tell me something.
Trying to tell me something.
I wonder if I can be open.
I wonder if I can be open
to listening to what that is.
to listening to what that is.
Breathe in, breathe out. And just tune into that again.
Mm.
Let me know if it's reduced a little bit more.
Yeah, it has.
Amazing. What would you say it is now?
It's probably come down about another 2, down to about 4. So yeah.
Brilliant. So you can, so this is you're starting that process and you don't need to know exactly what it is. Just taking that time to acknowledge that this is how you're feeling, and it's okay to feel that way, and it's okay to give these emotions a voice. It's what a lot of people need to hear, don't they? Because sometimes we're just trying to keep our heads above water, but we're feeling like mad underneath. So you're in a good place now. Thank
you.
Amazing. Thank you for being my guinea pig. And what I'm going to do is put a step-by-step sheet to what I did, all scripted, so you don't even need to think about your own words. You can just read from the script. And you can do this with anyone who's feeling a bit overwhelmed, over-emotional, or in a highly emotional state. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'll stop recording now.